The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a conference rival from the American, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 20. receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Got a man. It's Hooks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
With the catch, it's Hooks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Blazers headed quickly to the line.
Black 24. Black 24.
Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires left. Makes a connection. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
To the air, it's Kitna. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Turns it on at midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Alston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The toss to the outside. Got some room in into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it.
Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fun.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, UAB.
And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Running into the open space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal partner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kyle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Give to the fullback.
Let's be honest, Reese, like the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Finds his target down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't...
And that's a live ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Dukes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like...
There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's going to run it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. To throw, it's Kitna. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Alston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Pulls it in, it's Kyle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Dukes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barber. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The short hands, it's Pfeiffer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Unleashes it. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And as a defense, that's why you want to avoid 3rd and short moving forward. It's really hard to defend that slant. That's a bang-bang play the offense knows they can execute in their sleep. Defense will have to do better early in the drive moving forward.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, nice job by the defender. Zone coverage, I read the quarterback's eyes. I could tell exactly where he's throwing the football, break on the football, see the in-breaking route by the receiver.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, James Madison. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Look, Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Dropping back, it's Kitna. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Blazers in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Alston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Dukes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack.
The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's McCray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. Punch it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting...
Touchdown, Dukes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hooks. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Precision motion, blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that score ahead offensively. They're up by 10 over Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Dukes are on the move. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I automatically had push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Blazers will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. 1st down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. There he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. He got a step and just dusted the field. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Back to pass, it's Kitna. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming up.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love